Microphone check. Hey, this is the world's most popular barbecue talk, barbershop talk, man cave conversation. However you like it or dislike it, this is the heavyweight champion sports talk podcast. This is Opinionated Facts. All right, folks, we back in the building.
What's up, Keith?
Microphone check. Hey, this is the world's most popular barbecue talk, barbershop talk, man cave conversation. However you like it or dislike it, it's the heavyweight champs of your Opinionated Facts. This is the heavyweight champs of your sports talk podcast.
Ooh.
This is your Opinionated Facts.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I got a text message midway through the joint and it threw me off a little bit.
Man, you've been fumbling through that a lot. Yeah, I've been telling you this for weeks.
Yeah, I don't like my phone up on here. I got to change my screen name. They know who I am now.
That's because you guys we don't podcast enough, so I'm starting to lose. I'm starting to lose my mojo.
We podcast every week, whether it's live or not. That's different. So you on the radio, you always can go back and we record it. You be like, hold on. And you try to start it over because it's mad early on. You can't do that when it's live. Like, you can't go back now.
Look, man,
let the fans see how you stumble and rumble through that. It's terrible.
Like Floyd out there reading the teleprompter.
It is a struggle, man. It is a struggle.
GAOT.
How you guys doing, man? We haven't been together for a while, man. How's everybody doing out here? You guys still quarantining?
We're together every week for our happy hour Zoom meeting.
We took 2 weeks off though.
Yeah.
We haven't had
I've been tired on Fridays.
Yeah, you've been out of it lately, man.
Well, I've been doing this state stuff, man. So it's a different when you do these jobs for the state. You got to work different hours. Like, I'm not used to being at work at night. So when I do that stuff for the state, which is like once every blue moon, they want to do it on their time. So they don't want to congest the city streets up, even though they're state roads. They make you do it certain hours instead of being there at 7 a.m.
Oh man, that's what got you all in your little funk. Calling this guy with like you got an attitude and stuff.
Who?
You.
I call who with attitude?
I call you. I feel like I'm bothering you.
Well, you are.
That's terrible, man.
You call at weird times, man.
Some of us still work for a living, man. Samar, how's that quarantine going?
I'm still dug in.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I didn't. Yesterday, I thugged it out a little bit. I didn't. I just went out for a ride. I just packed the family in the car. I got tired of seeing Brandon playing video games all day long. Brian running around the house. I said, we're getting in the car. We're just going. We just drove. It was good.
Well, I did go to Target, which is like going to a damn petri dish of germs. The thing was packed.
You went to Target?
Well, let's get it, man. Let's go. Ready to roll.
Target, man, that's a great place. It's like going to the club now.
Not with all them damn masks on. Maybe a club in the Middle East.
Nah, it's still a club.
Hey,
it's still a club, yo. That and Lowe's. I go to Lowe's every day.
Terrible, man.
And that place be packed. See, the other Lowe's near Costco and Home Depot, they make you stand in the line. They only let certain people in. But people don't know this. The one on Columbia Avenue, it's a free-for-all. They don't care. They let you in. That's why I always go to that one.
Well, let's get to it here, man. How do we feel about the NBA talking about a possible return? What do you guys think? Should the NBA return or not?
Well, you guys they had a conversation this week. Chris Paul and all the stars called Silver trying to come back.
If they want to come back, why wouldn't we let them? I think yes, absolutely. You got these guys play 65 games all season long to play for this one thing and then tell them they can't because fans can't come?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's a health risk too.
I'd risk my health for a championship.
Here's how it goes, though. You can think about they're going to do this campus environment. So they want to do half the teams at Walt Disney Resort in Florida and then the other half in Vegas.
It could be something good, though, for the NBA. It may turn out to be something good.
I can see it for the teams that have a chance to win a championship. What about the teams that got to come back in July maybe and play 10 more games that are out the playoffs?
Well, then they should start the playoffs now.
You can't do that. There was teams on the cusp.
Then they have a tournament to get in. The guys that are on the cusp.
Mark, you yesterday that you all think it's worth it. We shouldn't come back.
It's easy for guys that like Golden State. They want to come back, but they have to say that because they've been winning for years. Now they're not winning, so they don't want to come back. So they have to say yes, we want to come back. But really, those teams that don't have no shot, why risk it with those guys? Like I would see if it was no shot of you making it, was no on the cuffs. It was you were 10 games out of first place with no way you're making the playoffs. Then keep them at home.
How you gonna do that though when you got maybe the 6th seed and the 7th seed, but the 6th seed is supposed to play the 10th place team. They're trying to get in the playoffs. They're trying to get seeding. Everybody has to come back.
This is uncharted. This is uncharted territory, man. Some things got to be. If it's out, if it went out that way, the seeding is what it is. So even if you were on the cuffs, if you weren't in that place when it went down, then whatever. That's luck of the draw.
No way you can sell it. Then you get a lot of things.
No way you can sell it. They're not playing anyway. You ain't got to sell to them. All you got to do is sell to the top 8 in each conference. I wouldn't be trying to sell nothing to those teams. Like, look.
So last year.
Can you imagine? No, but think about it. You think one of those 8th place teams is going to say, well, nah, we were on the cuff, so that's not fair to the 9th seed. Nah, they're going to play.
No, but what's the 9th seed going to say?
He's going to be out.
So last year when LeBron said 0 dark 30, we playing ball now, and he was the 9th seed trying to get in.
He should have won 0 dark 30 in December then.
So he would have just been out. That's fine.
He would have been just out. He was out anyway, but he should have been out, yeah. Top 8 seed at that time during the pandemic. Look, this is the first time something like this ever happened. You can't plan for this.
I say if you do this, then does a championship mean anything, B? If they win a championship this way, does it mean anything?
What do you mean? He still played the top teams in the league. Like, what are you trying to take from these guys?
You're taking a lot away.
Like, you don't count it for the guy that won during the lockout? Well, the Spurs won it, I think.
Yeah, they got an asterisk. They were up there.
No asterisk, man. Championships. They're still hard to win.
Nah, I don't think. I mean,
why they play 30 less games? Because they play 30 less games you would normally play. They don't deserve to win.
No, they play 30 less games. They played a full playoffs though.
Exactly. So why is that? Why the asterisk? I don't understand.
Well, the season was cut short. Number one, and teams
and who did that affect?
The teams that could have made the playoffs still had a shot.
Everybody's season was cut short. It wasn't just the Spurs season that was cut short. Everyone's season was
How many games left? You got some teams are within one game of each other, and that decides who gets game 7 on the road or at home. That's huge.
And they shouldn't. So we're not playing at all. Don't play nothing unless you're going to be the whole season or come back. Give them an asterisk if they won a championship. So what? I'm
not saying give them an asterisk. I'm saying if you're going to play, you can't just say take 8 and 8 and let's start. You can't do it that way. You got to play.
You have to, though. What else are you going to do?
They're saying right now they're going to do a 3 to 4 week camp. They're not even thinking about starting until June.
How many games did they have left? It was like, 15 games? Less than that?
Some teams had 17 to 20, I would say.
I think 15. Anyway.
You have to take the top 8.
If you bring back the top 10 teams in each conference, have a tournament with those bottom 4 teams, I don't understand how that wouldn't sell.
That's better than the bottom 10, but then 11.
If you had the first 10 in each conference, those bottom 4 would play for seeding and to get in.
So what? The top 6 don't play?
Top 6 don't play until tournament.
Hell no, can't do it.
Why not?
Because you're getting another unfair advantage. They're getting free bye weeks again.
It ain't bye weeks. The tournament may last 3 days? It's winning your end type stuff. It's a one and done thing. It's like the NCAA tournament. There ain't no 3-game series, 5-game series. There's one game.
How many times has the top seed got upset in game 1 and they come back and win 4-1?
Hey, they better not lose game 1 this time.
That's
it would make it a lot more interesting. No fans, you gotta do something.
That's college basketball, but then you're not really seeing who the true best team is. That's not telling us nothing.
You don't see, man, stop. Duke got upset by Mercer one year. We know Duke was a better team. That's what happens in basketball, though, when you play one and done.
Now in the NBA, you get best of 7s in the first round now.
We don't need best of 7 though. Why you want best of 7 out of 14 tournament or 18 tournament?
Well, it'd be at least best of 3.
If the NBA returns, they're not going to have enough time to play 15 games plus the playoffs.
I agree. That's why I said go right into the playoffs. Just go with the top 8 seeds each conference. Just go.
You have to.
I don't understand why you wouldn't. Like, how does that not sell?
You've been off since March.
Are they going to vote and say, or the top 8 teams going to vote and say, you know what? No, this is not fair to that bottom 9 guy. No, we are here to win games.
Yeah, but you need to vote from all the owners. You got 30 owners. It don't matter what the top 8 say.
And them bottom 8 teams that have no chance are going to say, yeah, do it, whatever.
Yeah, but 9 and 10 won't.
Well, who cares? You got enough votes. You don't need a yes from each owner.
You're going to need high majority. All right, put it this way. All right, so Silver said on the call that there's no point in coming back if a positive test is going to cancel the season again. So say you're in a Western Conference final and LeBron gets the Rome.
Why did you bring up LeBron, man? Because I'm a fan of his. Like, you think everything that you say to me is going to change my mind if you put LeBron in that?
I'm not saying – that's what it said in the article. So say Kawhi, say LeBron, say Paul George, say anybody, any of the stars, Giannis gets the corona. Do you stop the series or you just keep playing without him?
You got to play without him. The series ain't over.
Is that an asterisk then?
No. You win a championship, you win a championship.
That's an injury.
People get hurt all the time, B.
But how does that work? Because then the whole team would have to do like a 14-day quarantine or whatever. Like,
that's what they're saying. They're trying to say they don't want to shut it down for one positive test. So I don't know how you do it.
If the team gets to continue to play and one person has to go out because they tested positive, then that's what happens.
If that guy got it, at least one teammate got it.
But I guarantee you one thing: you could say asterisk and all that, but if they win that championship, no one's going to say, "Well, they won back in 2020," but it's going to be like, "Well, they won in 2020."
Years from now, nobody would care that the Kawhi got his 3rd ring or 4th ring. Nobody's going to care when Kawhi wins another one. 20 years from now, but it's still, I don't know. It's a lot of things that a lot of logistics have to work out for that to work.
I'm changing my vote. Can't come back.
What?
Start again next year.
What? You just
Cause there's no way.
Ball, but I feel like you might just have to start back up in December. New season.
I don't know how you can possibly do it and still have an adequate off season for them guys to come back and do it again next year. Like
you worried about next year before the first year is over?
I want continued basketball. Yes, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. Guys,
they don't have their 4 months, 5 months off.
Yes, LeBron is old, man, and he plays for the Lakers.
Some of those guys weren't getting off anyway because they were going to be playing in the Olympics.
Yeah, well, LeBron wasn't one of those guys. So, selfishly
it does suck,
speaking,
though. I mean, you got guys like Giannis that maybe got their first ring. Kawhi is trying to go for the second back-to-back. It hurts careers, though.
I don't agree with that either. I don't think it hurts careers. I think they should just come back.
If LeBron comes back and got to win.
This year, you got a guy like Giannis, like, damn, I was about to get that MVP, that another championship.
Giannis wasn't getting the championship. Let's be clear. There was at least 3 teams in the West that could beat them.
Man, the Bucks are looking tough. Sorry about that.
I didn't say they weren't.
If LeBron got a title this year, that changes things. That puts him in more of a GOAT talkish. Like he wants that GOAT.
No, it doesn't put him more. He's not getting any closer. Wherever he's at right now, he won 2 more in a row. I don't think it changes the argument. The argument is always going to be him and Jordan. It ain't going to matter. That's the argument.
I don't agree with that.
I don't understand how you don't. The argument is always going to be that.
This man right here is in that argument.
Who? Oh, yeah. Well, I agree. The rapper, right?
No, we ain't talking about Nipsey.
We're talking about Nipsey. Nipsey, he don't got enough work to be in the great category yet.
Nah, we talking about straight Kobe, dog. Kobe's ahead of LeBron right now.
Why? Because he died, B? Because he died.
No, because
I have to say. No one was saying this before when he was alive. But as soon as someone dies, though, you know what? Jadakiss said it all the time. He said it all the time. You know, dead rappers get better promotion. Is what's happening right now.
I'm not getting too much debate over Jordan and LeBron, but I thought Kobe. I think it's a good argument with Kobe and LeBron. I think Kareem's possibly in there too.
Listen, man. All I'm saying is LeBron has to win more titles to elevate himself into that GOAT status. Right now, he's not there yet. He's top 5. He's just not top 2. And we'll go with that. That's all I'm saying.
We have a comment that says they better go rock, paper, scissors tournament to see who wins the ship.
I agree.
How do y'all feel about just the Vegas and Orlando only? Does that change things? It don't matter with no crowd, but
no, I mean, no. As long as we can see basketball, I mean, if they're going to come back, selfishly speaking, I would watch. I don't care where they play at. Like,
you should do a tournament like NCAA. Do it in a football stadium, like Alliance or Allegiance, whatever it's called out there in Vegas.
You ain't got to put it in football stadium, and nobody's going to be able to watch it. You can play it the Y.
Yeah, no, you can't play at the Y. It don't matter.
You gotta
play that. You gotta at least play inside the MGM or something. You can't go. You gotta make a shift court.
Now don't play at Thomas and Mack. They play the summer league at.
Well, that thing is terrible too, though. It's a high school gym.
No, Thomas and Mack.
Man, it's not that bad.
It's not good. It's like playing the Catholic.
No. You look at they have other small courts. They have a main event court there where they had the Olympics at.
I didn't know that.
Remember Paul George went down? That's where he was playing at.
I try to forget that. I don't ever remember that. It's the worst thing I ever seen.
Paul George might have had the best comeback ever from an injury like that.
You ain't see Alex Smith yet, though.
But Alex ain't coming back, though. That's terrible, man. That was horrible.
We're not going to see Alex Smith again. But
I mean, you're going to see him again.
Yeah, commentating on like Fox.
He was dropping back with like Buster Douglas dropping back.
You gonna say he's Buster though? Speaking of Buster Douglas,
top back, he's throwing in footballs, man. He's crazy. He comes back.
Speaking of Buster Douglas, have you guys saw the Mike Tyson comeback tapes?
Yeah, I saw him on the camera for 10 seconds throwing at Focus Mitts.
Yeah, he still got it though. Don't get it messed up.
Mike looked good, man.
Mike still got it. Yeah. I don't care if it's 10 seconds or not.
Brandon, I'm talking to you now because you both box. We both know a guy look amazing on the mitts.
He was good.
He was not good. He was good on the mitts, and he got in the ring. He wasn't good.
He wasn't bad.
He was, not bad compared to amateurs. When we first saw him on the mitts, we were like, yo, this dude's unbelievable. I don't want to play him. And then when I got good, I beat him. He quit.
He didn't quit. You hit him in his ear.
Not hit him in his ear.
He told you before the fight started. He didn't want to be hitting the ears.
Oh, you hit him dirty, man. You can't do him dirty.
He hit some more, hit him in his ears like 3 times. He was like, yo, I'm done.
He spit out blood and quit, walked out the ring, man.
He was a pro, right? He was a pro fighter. He's a pro fighter. He was decent. I mean, yes, he killed the mitts. He was like one of those, he looked head and shoulders above everybody with the mitts. But he wasn't a bad fighter. Like, I thought he was still a decent fighter.
I'm not saying he was bad. I'm just saying just because you look great on the mitts don't mean you need to come back to professional boxing. Tyson's 53. Remember when we saw Bernard Hopkins at 50?
He looked bad.
He looked bad that last fight, man. That was bad.
He looked like
Mike Tyson, though, man. Mike, it would sell. We all know that. Like, if it's a money grab, like, it'll sell. Anyone can watch that.
You would watch it. But I watched a monkey grab a little baby with a banana and drag her down the street, too, because it's entertaining. Don't mean it's going to be good.
That was funny. That monkey came down on a little motorcycle.
But they're talking.
That's terrible.
They're talking Tyson Holyfield 3.
Get the hell out of here, man.
Holyfield. I mean, he couldn't be Holyfield the first 2 times. Holyfield want to lose another ear?
Hold on, look. This is the facts. Tyson's last fight was at 38 years old. That was 15 years ago. He got knocked out by Danny Williams in the 4th round. He was sitting on his ass in the corner like he was dead.
Tyson's last real fight was probably when he was like 28, though. Like when he was training and in shape and ready to go, he was a bad boy. We didn't see that.
I think he'd still be feared.
We didn't see that Tyson for 10 years.
So you're going to see that 53? You didn't see the 38?
He said he's focused now, man.
Get the hell out of her. You ever been punched in the face as an adult being? The shit feels a little different.
No, I haven't. Mike Tyson's been punched in the face before. Like he's
Mike
used
Tyson's
to it.
2 of his last 3 fights, he quit on the stool. He didn't even come out the corner. He just quit.
And now he got money again. So I don't know why he would want to come back. But
So Kevin McBride, he quit in the 6th round, never got off the stool. Said that he didn't come back to fight. He wasn't in shape. He just wanted the money grab.
yeah, he was fighting for all the wrong reasons, man. But now he looks like he's motivated and wants to fight.
Cause you saw 10 seconds on the mitts.
No, it was like 34 seconds. He had 2 videos out.
You know how long?
All I know is you keep disrespecting that man. He find you in the wrong place. You be in Vegas a lot.
Yeah, I wouldn't fight Tyson now. I'm Tyson's friend. I'm saying don't come back.
For $1.5 million, would you fight him for 2 rounds?
$1.5 million.
You ain't got 3 rounds, but you ain't got to make it all 3. But you can't take no dives. It's got to be legit. You can't take a dive. It's got to be legit fighting. But if you get knocked out, you get knocked out.
Yo, I ain't losing a 50-year-old.
Get out of here. Tyson knock your head off, man. Get out of here.
Yo, you might die from that. $1.5 million might be worth it, but you might be in a coma for a long time.
Can I wear headgear?
Headgear hurts more.
I know, but still, it makes you feel better.
You can wear headgear. 3 rounds, you can wear headgear.
No, I'll probably last longer, take a beating.
There's no way $1.5 million not enough.
What?
Non-taxable.
Non-taxable.
$1.5 million not enough, man.
$1.5 million straight cash.
He might knock your head off, man.
Sitting on the side of the ring, just with the briefcase open. $1.5 million.
So, is it on TV or just in the gym?
You can live stream it if you wanted to.
Nah, no TV. I'm definitely fighting him.
Facebook Live.
Nah, I don't want to be on Facebook.
For $1.5 million.
I want to fight him in the gym by
It's a
myself.
win-win, yo. If you get knocked out by Tyson, no one's gonna look at you different. Like, yeah, he took that.
I take the money. I fight him in the ring with gloves on.
So you just wouldn't do it televised?
I'd rather not be knocked out on TV.
None of these guys are knocked out on TV, man.
That was my only motivation when I used to box was don't get embarrassed. That was my whole motivation is I couldn't get
You
knocked
didn't want
out.
somebody to see you hit the canvas.
Never wants nobody to see me hit the canvas.
Never.
Listen, man. There's nothing but cell phones now anyway, so everything's going viral. If Tyson knocks your head off, it's going to go viral on one of these social media platforms, and it's still the same thing. So you might as well take $1.5 million from Tyson and take that and then sell that rights and then try to get another $15 million in pay-per-view revenue or something. But
Nah, I don't get none of that. The deal is 1.5 because he's bringing all the attention.
Deal's 1.5. That's it. 1.5 non-taxable straight cash.
Not enough then. I'm not taking a hit from Tyson for $1.5 million.
Taxes, I'm taking it. Fuck it. Sorry, oh man.
Got it, man. You got always cussing. Hell, what you cursing? What you cussing about? Hell?
ESPN too. I'm Michael Jordan on The Last Dance. I say what I want.
Can you picture getting hit by Mike in the ribs?
Running in the face.
Nah, he might rearrange some things down there right now. I'll never be the same.
If you had a 6-week camp, so that's you. That's a real question. If you had a 6-week camp to prepare your body for it,
I want 3 months.
3 months.
I need 3 months to get back in fighting shape.
You're gonna need longer than that to take a hit from Tyson.
I need longer, but I need at least.
Point is, no one's fighting Tyson, and Tyson still got it somewhat. If you fight somebody else who's 50 years old, I think he has a legitimate shot.
Oh,
but if you fight someone that's 30,
no,
35, I don't know.
Red, I need you to pay attention to comments because I'm doing time. I can't do both. Just fair warning there.
Man, I can't do both.
You don't got to do both. You just got to do comments.
This is why we get the comments, because no one wants to look. Where's Dixon at, man? Dixon was always good for this. He reads our comments. He plays music in the background.
We got to get Dixon on the next
that
live,
dude is so underpaid, man. Like, he deserves everything.
Dixon's the man, man. We got to get Dixon back. But bottom line is, $1.5 million not enough for Tyson, man. You got to come 10 or better.
You just throw out numbers, be like it's not like it's paper. $1.5 million is a lot of money, man.
Tyson may knock my ribs out. He'll hit me on one side, he'll come out the other. Like it's not. No, it's not worth it.
Physically impossible.
I'm more concerned about if I fight Tyson, I start winning. If he's gonna bite my ear off or something.
You ain't gonna win.
No.
Well, you don't even. Why would you even think that? It's not gonna be close.
He
Yeah,
can walk right through your jab.
I got the belt.
this ain't no fantasy league, dog.
Yeah, he's talking crazy. We gotta stop. Move on to the next topic, yo. This guy's talking crazy.
This guy said that Tyson he'll keep him away with the jab. This guy, man.
Oh man.
What do you guys think of The Last Dance so far, man? We got the last 2 episodes tonight.
Classic television, man. What we all thought it was going.
You know what I think? I think it makes you realize how much people are prisoners of the moment. No disrespect to the show, but I love it. I think it's a great show.
Elaborate on your opinion.
There's more comparison going on now that the show's on than it ever has been. Like, it's always been a comparison.
You know what that is, though?
I know what you're going to say. You think because people that didn't know or didn't see these kinds of things already are now seeing it, knowing, he was the greatest. It's like it's solidifying it.
Well, no, it's that.
Like, damn.
We should be coming up here soon on live.
So I play the joint? No.
They ain't gonna beat the Clippers on the N7. They can't do it, I don't think.
Well, I'm glad that you know. I'm glad I heard it from you first.
Just remember, I'm glad you think they could beat them.
And we should be live here, folks. We should be live.
We're waiting for your video, man. All we hear is a voice, like a voice from God.
I'm sorry. We should be back here, folks. We back. We apologize for any technical difficulties.
We don't apologize. We don't apologize. You apologize because you let it happen.
All right. Well, I apologize. I'm a big man, you know. People make mistakes every day, B.
Nah, you don't never say sorry.
I'm saying it.
Nah, I know we had an argument about that down in your basement one time.
On a public platform here, I apologize for all my people that we just had a technical difficulty. So we're back. And for the 3rd time, Red, I apologize. Okay?
That's what's up.
It's like the legends on my shirt here. All right, fellas, back. Let's get back.
I feel like I should get something for having that shirt. For you having that shirt on.
Maybe.
You know what I could use?
What?
The money you owe me for it. I would like that for that to be Cash App today.
Possibly. See, I don't like how you put demands on it. You know, I have a problem with authority.
That's not authority, man.
Anyway, man, let's get back to it, man. You were telling us your thoughts on MJ and the documentary and how you finally think that MJ is better than LeBron. Continue.
See, I had this whole thing, man. Like, it was there, and since we got cut off, that messed my whole argument up. Like I actually, when we got cut off, they started to play in the first episode of the MJ documentary, so I went over and started watching it.
See?
I was a prisoner of the moment, though. They started playing that Mace when he won the first title. Like I was in it. I was in it right there. I was like, But I personally believe that, like I said, we're all prisoners. I don't want to say we all, because I'm not. But you all are prisoners of the moment. You see the documentary. We all knew Jordan, like especially us, like in our core group of fans. We knew what MJ was about. We knew everything. We knew he was a jerk. We always said it. Well, in our text messages, we always text back and forth. Oh, he's kind of an asshole.
And we all said he was the greatest.
Whoa.
We all said that, and he still is.
What?
The greatest person to ever put on a pair of basketball sneakers. It's not even close.
It's debatable. Is my point.
It's not debatable.
So now the documentary's out. Now you had all kinds of analysts say it was debatable. Everyone on TV was saying it. And now the documentary's out. It's like, oh, well, MJ was just, he's this and this. It's like I said, everybody's take now, because no playoffs is going on. LeBron's not playing. Other players are not playing. Kobe died.
Let's do the playoffs. LeBron wasn't playing the playoffs last year either. He sat at home.
Nobody wants to compare anymore now, and I don't like the comparison personally myself. I don't think it's a good comparison to compare MJ and Jordan just because they're different players, but they do because of their greatness. I think they compare their greatness. Not that they were the same kind of player. We all know they were different players. Jordan was a scorer. He wanted to take your heart. LeBron's not that. LeBron is a pass-first guy almost that scored the third all-time lead in scoring.
Jordan,
pass-first guy. Jordan was a shoot-first guy. Jordan was a shoot-first guy and the fifth all-time in scoring. So since you were talking, I know you didn't hear me. I'll say it again. LeBron's a pass-first guy and is third all-time in scoring. Jordan is the shoot-first guy, number 5 on that list.
Jordan played.
I don't care that he went to play. I don't care.
Jordan won a college championship.
It doesn't matter to me.
Jordan took 2 years off in his prime.
Because he went to play baseball. That's our fault. No, that ain't our fault. He made that decision. He could have cemented his legacy even more.
Anybody in the history of basketball. He has the highest scoring average of all time.
I can't talk, B, if he's talking over me.
You both got to take turns.
I'm in the middle of doing my tape. He can't just cut me off. I don't understand. He can reply all he wants when it's his turn.
You're right.
I got to be able to finish.
One at a time here. One at a time. So we
go
all
ahead,
here.
Man, go ahead. You want to get it out? No, go ahead. Get it out.
I had this debate all week. It's not even
going to be cut off again.
We don't even think – I think LeBron's top 5, but he's not in the top 2. And when you talk about Jordan, there's nobody even really close. If you look at everything, not just scoring, defense, winning, mentality – Jordan is the greatest hands down. You look at every aspect. There's nobody close to him. Nobody ate when Jordan played. Everybody ate when LeBron played. 20 years from now, you're going to say, who are the best players in LeBron's era? You're going to say Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. All those guys have a better record against LeBron than LeBron has against them.
LeBron played against some great players. No doubt about that.
The 2 greatest players of this era, right now in this era, is going to be Durant and LeBron. You're going to be like, well, damn, they played 3 times. Kevin Durant won twice, outscored him 2 out of 3, beat him head-to-head in the finals, hit game-winning jump shots in his face. What are you going to say?
They won game-winning jump shots. They were already winning.
He came down right in LeBron's grill, hit that 3.
They were already winning. They were up when
he was the best player on the floor in those 2 series.
They were up when he hit those shots. They were already winning. Don't say he hit game-winners because he didn't. Didn't happen.
They were tied. It was tied game when Durant came down.
It didn't happen.
In the 2 series, LeBron, the last 2.
When they played the Heat, Oklahoma City played with 3 MVPs?
Harden wasn't even a starter in a terrible series.
Stop.
He was on the
Shut
bench.
it down. He left because he could have been a starter anywhere else. We all see that.
2 out of 3. Who was the best player on the floor of those last 2? Who was the best player on the floor?
Of which 2?
In the Warriors, the last 2 years they played in their prime.
Kevin Durant.
It wasn't even close. It was close. I'm lying. It was close.
Don't be disrespectful.
It was close. But Durant was the best player on the floor. They guard each other head to head. He could not guard
the best player on the floor when you got 2 of the best all-time shooters ever on the same team. And if you count Durant, which I didn't, that's 3 of the best shooters maybe all time.
So what?
Because I'm counting Clay.
LeBron played with 2 all-stars from his own class in his prime and still was losing.
They weren't shooters. They were all attack the rim guys.
All right, ask me this.
I'm just telling you, were they shooters or not? Answer my question. Were they shooters?
Durant.
Were they shooters?
You got LeBron and Durant. Who do you think's better?
Answer my question. I'm telling you, it's a lot easier to play when you got shooters around you. LeBron figured that shit out. When you got shooters around you, it's a lot easier. Were Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh shooters?
And Ray Allen.
Was Chris Bosh even being double? At any point, was Chris Bosh being double teamed? Was he a threat? Did anyone even think that he was a threat? Not saying he wasn't good. Not saying he wasn't good. I'm not taking anything away from Bosh.
Oh my God! Here we go.
I'm
making
not saying
excuses.
he wasn't good.
Here we go.
No, I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm not saying Bosh wasn't good. What I'm saying was he a guy that demanded a double team?
Yes.
He did
his whole career in Toronto.
Damn fool. He was never double team on that team. They're like, make Chris Bosh beat you if he was going to beat you. That's what it came down to. Who was getting double team? D Wade and LeBron.
There's only 5 guys on the court. Chris Bosh was an all-star before he came to that team.
I'm not saying he wasn't good. You guys are missing the point. I didn't say he wasn't good. I'm not saying he wasn't an all-star. I didn't say none of that.
What's your point?
I'm just saying, does he demand? You think that all all-stars, does Chris Middleton deserve a double team? You think all all-stars deserve double team?
Bosh is not Chris Middleton.
What are you guys saying?
Chris Bosh is a Hall of Famer.
Chris Middleton was an all-star. What are you saying?
Chris Bosh.
Hold on, let's go back.
I'm just trying to figure out what you guys are saying about he was an all-star.
Chris Bosh was a franchise player in Toronto.
Middleton was an all-star.
He wasn't franchise player like Bosh
Devin
was.
Booker ain't never won a damn thing. He's been an all-star. I'm just trying to figure out what are you guys saying about these guys by saying
you're talking about shooters. You said shooters. You had one of the greatest shooters of all time
on his team in Toronto. Absolutely, no question about it.
Are you done?
I'm just trying to figure out what you're saying.
Greatest shooters of all time, Ray Allen, and Ray Allen on the outside.
I'm just trying to figure out what you're saying.
You have
the three-point champion,
Jones.
None of these guys can be compared to having a Steph Curry or Klay Thompson on your team.
All right, Red, you gotta let him respond now. You want now? You gotta
let him respond. He never let me respond. He didn't. He cut me off in the middle of my spiel. He cut me off.
You started talking in the middle of mine.
That's what happens when you don't let someone finish. They still got more. You know what happens when you don't let someone finish some more? They have more to say. That's what happens.
You gonna talk for the whole show?
No, I have more. No, I go on. Look, see, that's the thing. You don't be on here, so you don't know. There's 1, 2, 3. There ain't 1, 2 over to 3.
All right, Charles Barkley in chat.
3. It's 1 and 2. Then you. And I was talking. You cut me off.
LeBron fans never want to ask the tough questions.
I don't know. I wasn't asking the question. I was talking.
Well, here we go. I asked B-Wade too. You got Klay Thompson or D-Wade, both in the prime. Who are you taking?
Who?
Klay Thompson or Dwayne Wade?
Klay Thompson or Dwayne Wade.
All right, so you're taking Dwayne Wade.
Well, he doesn't answer. He's sitting there thinking about it. I don't know why I think
Clay's good. I like Klay.
He is good.
Dwayne Wade is a no-brainer. You got Curry.
Well, you asked him the question. He's saying Klay, or I don't know who he's saying.
I'm saying Dwayne Wade, but it's closer than you guys are putting it.
I didn't put it anywhere. I just answered the question.
I think Dwayne Wade's better. Either way, you got LeBron and Durant.
But you didn't ask who you asked him who he thought. So he's saying
Dwayne Wade.
Now you're going Dwayne Wade. You don't stick to nothing, B.
I said Dwayne Wade the whole time.
You just back and forth from anything.
I said Dwayne Wade the whole time. What are you talking about? I said it's closer than you guys put it.
How we didn't put it anywhere though.
You guys said Dwayne Wade no brainer. It's not a no brainer. You got to think about that. That's all.
It's not really close. I don't think D-Wade's better, but whatever. You got Kevin Durant, LeBron. You got Curry. You can even go Curry, D-Wade. Who you think's better?
Curry.
All right, answer me this: who was the better team? We ain't got to go player for player. If it was the team with Golden State that had Kevin Durant on it, or the Miami Heat, or who was the better team? Don't tell me, oh, you're supposed to go there for 1, 2, not 3, not 4. Don't give me none of that. What was the better team? What was the better team?
Well, first of all, you got to add the first time.
No, first of all, nothing. Who was the better team?
You got to listen now. You got to wait for the answer.
They didn't have Kevin Durant the first time. And the time beat them. LeBron guards beat them.
I'm waiting for the answer.
I'm saying either way, you had the Heat are going to be one of the greatest teams of all time when they had that core with Ray Allen, and they were losing. They lost. They won 2 out of 4, 50%. So now that Kevin Durant, LeBron got 2 of his 3 rings the same way Durant got 2 of his 2 rings.
I'm not a Durant hater. I think he's a phenomenal player. I don't know the comparison of the 2 rings.
I think we asked about 20 years from now, we're going to compare LeBron to his era of players, and there's going to be a lot of argument about who was the best in his era.
There's going to be an argument. LeBron's the best player in his era, not even close to anybody.
Well, like I said, when you look at it from 20 years from now, you're going to be like, those 2
LeBron gets compared to people that are no longer around. That's the comparison.
20 years from now, they're going to say, who are the best players?
Yeah, LeBron's still going to be. It's still going to be Bron, Jordan, Bron, Kobe, Bron, Jordan. It's going to be the same 3.
So you guys don't think Kevin Durant and LeBron's going to be debatable?
Brandon don't. I
don't think it's debatable yet. No, I don't think it's debatable.
Why not?
Number one, he's never available. Well, I don't want to say never, but he's been out. We all know LeBron's. He's always available. He's never been off the court longer than 2 weeks, maybe his entire career.
Last year, he was hurt all season. That's why he didn't make the playoffs.
Hey, I don't know about that. I know he played the games and he didn't make the playoffs. So I mean,
missing the playoffs in your prime hurts too.
He didn't. How he was sick? So LeBron's still in his prime. I still think he's one of the best players. He's not in his prime no more.
All I said to answer this question: you can't be the best player in the league and then say you're not.
That's not what I said. I didn't say that. I didn't say. I didn't say he was the best player. I said I still think he's one of the best players, but he's not in his prime no more.
All right, I asked you last year who was the best player in the league. You said it was still LeBron.
I think it's still an argument.
Well, if he's the best player in the league, he can't miss the playoffs, Brandon. What's the argument?
What do you mean he can't miss the playoffs? What, that the thing now? As one person, you can't miss the playoffs? This guy's great players miss the playoffs all the time. Yo, this guy that miss the playoffs all the time. He can't miss the playoffs? Out of 20, he been in the league, 17 years? He missed the playoffs twice? Am I correct by that? Twice?
No, he missed early in his career. He didn't make it the first, 2 seasons, 3 seasons?
He was in there the second season. He didn't make it the first season. His first, that was Carmelo. Carmelo, yes, he did. The second season, he was in the playoffs.
I think last year was his second time.
The second time only ever not making the playoffs out of 17 seasons.
Not making the playoffs.
So let's stop it. Let's stop it. He's been in the league 17 years. He missed the playoffs twice. Stop it.
All I'm saying is you're in the
the argument we're talking about The Last Dance. What we're going to talk about?
That's what I was talking about. I didn't want to have the debate.
All I said was people are prisoners of the moment.
And I'm saying they're not. There's a lot of generation.
You would. You say it all the time, only when it's relevant to what you want to talk about.
There's a lot of people that never saw Jordan play because he retired in 1998, 2000.
No, they ain't seeing him play now. They're seeing a highlight tape. They should be all his best plays.
They didn't know nothing about him.
They should be seeing this. Like, you put a highlight tape together against any great player, it's gonna look like this.
Okay,
like, I don't understand. A highlight tape is supposed to look good. They're not out there showing his failures. They're showing what it should be showing. That's what the documentary's for.
So they're going to show a documentary of Jordan's whole career.
Jordan can take that cocaine circus and smoke it.
Okay, so you got Jordan's whole career nonstop from 1990 to 1998, and there's no losing. When you do LeBron's documentary, you're going to put a lot of losing in there to fill a documentary up.
Like I said, he lost when he went to play baseball. That's an L.
Well,
he lost when he came back. He lost in the Eastern Conference Final when he came back.
So you're going to have LeBron's prime when he won his first championship.
He lost when he came back from playing baseball.
Losing to the Mavericks, losing to the Spurs, losing and not making the playoffs. There's going to be a lot of losing in there.
It'll be in the documentary, yeah. But you know what they're saying in there? You know what they'll be saying in there? You know, it's still an argument between those two. It's still going to be an argument. No matter how you look at it, it's still an argument.
All right. You guys are tense. Let's lighten the mood up a little bit here.
I'm not tense. I had this argument all week.
Yeah, and it's never going to be debatable because you're debating your opinionated fact. So it's hard for you guys to have a true fact there and a winner of that debate.
That's true.
What do you think? Samar's going to think what he think. I'm going to think what I think. And we all got 3 different greats probably. So it's just
LeBron's the greatest player of all time. I think he misconstrues that all the time when I say I don't like the disrespect that he gives LeBron by not saying like he's got to run to keep up with Jordan. Nah, he ain't got a jog to keep up with him. Like I don't think it's close. That's my point. That's what he says. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he was better. I'm saying it's an argument. Is my point.
Hold on.
I think it's an argument with all of them though. Only reason why I don't think Kobe gets the same argument because he's like a sequel to what we've seen. And I don't know if he was good as the sequel. I don't know if he was good as the first part. So it was a sequel watching him do everything Jordan did, how Jordan acted. Kobe was the same way. But maybe not on that.
You don't have LeBron number 2. So why is it attacking me? I don't think Jalen Rose he had LeBron number 9, I think, this week. Jalen Rose did.
Who the fuck is Jalen Rose? Who cares?
Whoa.
He has an opinion as well.
I know.
Who's Jalen to talk about anybody else other than we are? We can talk about the same thing. It's an opinion.
You're acting like
you hear Jalen Rose say it. Oh, it's etched in stone. Nah, it's all an opinion. Because I hear 100 people. I hear 100 people say right now, my era, say that LeBron's better. Does that mean it's a fact? No, it don't mean nothing.
Listen, man, let's change the topic here.
Who you picking?
Over what?
Who's greatest of all time?
I mean, it's debatable but my debate is Jordan or Kobe. Exactly. I don't want to get into it.
No matter how you look at it, it's debatable. It's going to be debatable.
You said Jordan and Kobe, right? LeBron's not in the argument.
No, LeBron's not my argument. But I would say LeBron.
But he's in my argument. He's not in your argument. So what does it matter?
I would say LeBron is the greatest professional of all time.
No, I don't want to argue nothing Jordan. It's Jordan. The argument is who's second. That's what Samar thinks. Samar thinks the argument is, well, who's second? LeBron, Kobe, Lou Alcindor. I don't care that that's not his name. His mama named him that. And whatever else.
Because it is.
All right, we're moving forward, man. We're leaving that there. So we can have that debate forever. Moving forward, during our pandemic times that we're in right now, how do you guys feel about? Is it a guarantee or something that we should do or be approved to do with tipping pickup orders?
So in the era of the pickup order, you're asking.
What are you asking? This is not sports related.
This is a three-part question.
This again, I missed it.
So the topic here.
We're in the order of the pickup now. Nobody's eating in restaurants. You got a three-part question. Do you tip on pickups? Do you tip on large pickup orders? And do you tip on delivery?
You tip on all of them, number one. If you're going to the restaurant anyway, you're going to leave a tip.
I don't know. You don't have to tip on pickup orders. If you have about 10 orders from a job, maybe you should leave a tip, I think.
I picked up food the other day.
Delivery's a no-brainer. You got to tip the delivery guy.
Nah, man, it's a different era. They in there cooking with mash. It's hot. Like, I left them tips. Got to leave a tip.
I tip on none of the above.
What? You're one of those guys that leave it sitting on the porch in the comments.
Yeah. Leave it on the porch.
You got to tip on your card then, B. You got to tip on your card then.
I'm not tipping you.
Why?
What do you mean you're not tipping?
Why?
I'm definitely not tipping a pickup order. Like that's just not even debatable. But that's like Samar thinking of Jordan the best. Pickup orders, no, I'm doing all the work. Delivery.
You can make an argument for pickup orders. Well, you don't have to.
I said if you're picking up one sub.
But delivery,
no brainer.
That's automatic.
I'm not tipping delivery guys either. The reason why.
I don't understand his logic. I gotta hear it.
This is how to earn a living. Delivery guys will make $2 an hour.
You're getting paid to bring me my food.
They're getting paid $2 an hour.
Why should I pay you on top of you getting paid?
They're getting paid $2 an hour.
Does somebody throw you an extra bone when you come out of fighting a fire or fixing the gas thing? They say, hey, take another $20 here, man. Put that on.
Yeah.
A delivery guy is the same as a waiter. He's a driving waiter. What's the difference?
A waiter comes around multiple times. They might engage in a good conversation with you. A nice, healthy conversation. Make you feel better when you leave the restaurant.
I ordered Columbo's last week. I talked to the guy at the door for like 2 minutes through the glass.
Nah, I don't know why.
How's it going, man? How's business? Give him a nice tip.
For what? For doing his job? That's what he's paid to do.
He's a driving waiter.
No, he's not. He's coming around one time, giving you your food, and leaving. He's not checking how your food tastes. He's not checking, hey, if you need anything else.
Just know you're on a list.
On what list?
When they get your address in the system, he'll get his food when he gets it.
Don't worry about it.
You might even get a little pubic hair in there.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Don't be disrespectful. I'm suing the restaurant off pubic hairs now.
How do you know, though? It could just be a hair of someone's head.
Bottom line is, you guys are over. First of all, Samar's an overly tipper anyway. Samar tips $20 on a $10 bill. It's just ridiculous.
Depends where he's at.
He's ridiculous.
I ate with him before. He didn't tip my sister. He tipped my sister what the percentage was.
That's a damn lie.
She should have got more.
First of all, anybody who knows me, Breeway said it, I'm not going to talk about tipping, but my resume speaks for itself.
Samar did 20%. his own sister. He can imagine he gonna do someone else.
I don't leave 20% for no one. My thing's always over 20.
That's what she told me. I should tell you what she said. She's the one that got the money.
Regardless, you don't need to tip pickup orders. You don't need to tip delivery people.
Yes, you do.
If the waiter didn't talk to me as much, I wouldn't tip them. I'm not rewarding people for doing their jobs. It's like you
pay. Is why I had to overtip, because I got to overcompensate for stereotypes and pay the black tax.
You're like, no, it ain't black. It's like, oh, my son got an A. I'm gonna give him $20 for every A he gets. He's supposed to get A's. That's his job. Why are we tipping people on top of doing their job? It makes no sense to me.
It's a service industry. They work off of tips.
That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
I work with people's
Get it home.
I work with people's most important things that they value in life. People's kids. And not one time have I ever got a tip for it.
You're getting paid.
You get salary.
They get paid too.
That comes out of their check already. They don't even have to. They don't have to give it to you. That's already coming out.
I am not the smartest.
You know what a waiter makes? What the average waiter makes? Under $5 an hour.
Listen, that's not their last resort for a job. Like, they chose to do what they do, and some of them do it very well.
But hold on. When you go out to a restaurant and sit down, you know that comes with tipping. If you don't want to tip, don't choose to go to the restaurant. Eat your ass food at home.
I said the waiter. I tip waiters, you know.
You say you don't want to?
I don't. Like, it's not something that I feel like I have to do. But if you're good at your job and, you know, we have a good conversation and you're done and you do multiple checks, I don't tip waiters off the one comeback. You got to come back twice too. You got to be multiple times you're coming back. And I don't care how busy you are, but you got to do multiple check-ins with me in order to get a tip.
On behalf of the community, when you go to restaurants and you get delivery, start tipping.
No,
don't be that guy.
You can. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just telling you what I do. And if you bring my food to my house and somebody's paying you to do it, I can see if I was, you know, if you were doing me a favor. Yeah, then I give you a couple of dollars. But if somebody's paying you to bring me the food, I don't get it. Tip me.
If you're being paid a living wage are two different things, B-Way.
Tip me for teaching the youth how to not get in trouble every day. That's way more important than you getting your food every day.
Okay, put it this way. If you were tipped by your job performance and how your students performed, you wouldn't get no tips either.
No, that's not the case.
No. You want tip by service, right? Make your job tip based because the test scores say otherwise.
You can't go off test scores. You got to go off from where they're at to where they go. You can't just look at test scores.
That's how the state grade. That's how the state pays paychecks. Test scores.
No, states are wrong. States. That's not true. You can't look at every kid the same. That's not fair.
Hey, I'm just saying. That's how you're judging waiters. You chose that school. You can go to Manhattan Township and have all your kids do well.
You could. I was at one of those schools.
Yeah, but now you're in New York.
I'm doing more work. I'm doing more beneficial work with my kids that are whatever they say that we're achieving on tests. I'm doing better there and making more of a difference.
Comments on this? What are the comments on this?
There is none. There's a couple smiley faces and whatever else. But bottom line is,
there's going to be some comments. There probably are.
You don't need to tip anybody that gets paid for the job. Tip volunteers. I'll tip a volunteer firefighter. Hey,
don't do that.
I appreciate you coming to fight this fire today. There you go. Take a 20. All right, man. Some of us got to go graduate today. So
we didn't see topic. The black coaches.
Yeah,
it's a big topic too.
No, I mean, I like it, but I don't.
You hear what it really is?
No, go ahead.
By all means, fill us in, Samar.
So the NFL proposed that you can make your draft pick 16 picks maximum better in the third round. So if you hired a black or minority GM, you can move up 10 spots. and you will move up 6 spots for a coach. So if you did 2 the same year, you can move up 16 maximum. And if you're a team that loses a black coach, you would get a comp pick in the 3rd round. So if you had a black D coordinator, he might be your head coach, you would get a 3rd round pick at the end of the round.
Is it approved?
What's the argument, though? Like I seen on your brother's page yesterday, but he didn't like it at all.
The argument is it welfare? Like, should we have to do this for black coaches to get a chance? Like, it's a shame that it's come to this.
I do agree it's a shame, but what else do you do when you have the last 20 hires, 3 of them minority, and one of those is Ron Rivera, so you're counting Spanish, and you have 2 out of 30 GMs are minority?
I'm just trying to say what the difference is in any other big corporate business out there. Like, what's the argument we're making? Like, they're doing something about it, which is more than a lot of people were doing. Like, the Rooney Rule is broken, but that was kind of set this whole thing in motion.
The Rooney Rule has worked, though. It got Tom on the job.
The Rooney Rule was a good thing. When it first came about, that was a great thing. That was the first time they ever did anything to help minorities. But it just doesn't seem to be working now. So they got to do something else. I don't think what they're doing is wrong. I feel like some people think them even announcing this was wrong. I don't understand how it's wrong.
Well, it still has to pass with the owners. It has to get 24 out of 30 votes, which might be tough. I don't know.
Like, what is it? They see it as a charity case? Like, what's the problem with it? I'm trying to figure that out.
That's the problem. That it seems like we have to do this to get black coaches a chance to coach football at a high level.
What's the difference between them giving out scholarships to minorities?
What
just for being minority.
You're talking about
a charity case? Or do you not take the scholarship to go to college then?
That's a little different.
It's not.
It is. Because coaches, if I'm qualified for a job, then I should be able to apply for this job and get the same recognition as everybody else who is going up for this job.
So if you're qualified on your SATs to get any scholarship from any place, but being black also helps you, do you not accept it?
Yes, but that's different because we don't know all the applicants and we don't know where these kids are coming from. It's known that minorities are coming from inner cities with rough backgrounds. When a lot of these scholarships were granted for these minorities, that's where it was originally coming from. So they were like, hey, let's create these scholarships to try to help these students out. That's the original base of that, so hey, they're trying to help these students out. Coaching wise, this is a profession already. My talent should be able to speak for itself. Like if I'm the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs and we just had the best offense last year and I don't even get an interview for a head coaching job.
He don't deserve an interview. Don't make him an argument. Eric Bieniemy don't deserve an interview.
Why? You don't call plays?
Huh?
You don't call plays?
You don't call plays. Andy Reid does. And that's Andy Reid's offense. Let's be clear.
We just saw
Matt Nagy got a job off his offense. He didn't call plays.
How to say? Harbaugh got a job as being a special teams coordinator, and he's done
Wright got a job off of Doug Peterson.
I would say here's the biggest issue. I agree with Brandon, but Eric Bieniemy don't call plays. But you get a guy like the new head coach for the Giants, who was a wide receiver coach for the Patriots,
exactly.
And he gets the head coaching job of the biggest market in the country. He ain't calling plays, and the wide receivers are supposedly terrible.
No, what I'm saying is Eric Bieniemy don't deserve the credit that BYU's trying to get him for being an offensive coordinator. He's not really an offensive coordinator.
Red, the wide receivers coach.
But he has the title.
The Patriots. The wide receivers coach from the freaking Patriots just got a head coaching job, and they had the worst receiving core in America. Not the NFL. In America.
That Patriots tree, man, that stretched out. Six Super Bowls. That tree stretched out.
Not the tree. Who else?
Tree's terrible, though. Romeo Cornell, Josh Daniels.
They all do well on the Belichick, though. That's how they get a job, and then they come back.
Hold on, Brandon. I'm being serious right here now. This is what people are talking about. You're tearing down a black coach and trying to defend a coach that didn't have the same resume.
Who's tearing him down?
and saying he deserves his opportunity.
Who's tearing him down? I am?
You're saying he don't even deserve an interview.
I'm just trying to figure out how. I don't care that he's black. He can be white. I would say the same thing. It just happens that he's black.
You just tore down Banana and said he don't even call plays as Andy Reid's offense, and you're saying, well, Joe Judge, well, that's the Patriots' tree.
I don't think Frank Wright deserved the coach job, but he got it. He wasn't calling plays either.
That's the point we're trying to make, is that these guys get a chance when Eric Bieniemy don't. His team just won a Super Bowl. The Chiefs just won the bowl.
Okay.
With the best quarterback.
And maybe next year's his year. He was the coordinator for 1 year.
So what?
So was Matt Nagy.
The coordinator for 1 year.
He was the running back
because he's black. I don't think it's because he was black. Maybe I don't see it. I don't know. I don't think it was. I don't think he did not get an interview because he was black.
I'm saying don't try to bring down a black candidate and then say it's okay for another candidate.
I didn't bring anybody down.
You did.
If he was white, I would have said, well, he didn't call plays.
I know. No, I understand that. I agree with you on that. But then I said Joe Judge got the head coaching job for the Giants. You're like, well, that's the Patriots' tree, though.
Well, I'm giving you an argument. What people may say, well, Patriots.
That's the point. We make excuses for one, and we try to bring down another.
I didn't break him down. What I'm saying is, if he was white and didn't call plays, I would have said the same thing.
Matt Nagy was the offensive coordinator for under Andy Reid and the quarterback coach, and got the head coach of the Bears job, and they didn't win a Super Bowl. They win a Super Bowl this year. Eric Bieniemy can't get an interview, but Joe Judge gets a job.
Come on, man. NFL is a joke, man. It's a joke for
It's not a joke.
minorities if you ain't playing football.
I think that the biggest argument is you got a sport that is in the 70% minority, and you got low under 10% minority leadership. Why can't we be the ones that play it but not be the ones that coach it? But I don't know. There's no easy answers to this. But the third round pick thing, is it good or bad? I don't know. But give me another solution. What else could we do?
I don't understand the issue with it. If it's helping minorities, what's the problem? That's what I'm saying. You guys want to see change, but then you frown upon.
I didn't frown upon it. I said the optics don't look that great.
I'm seeing a lot of negative. I've seen a lot of negative comments about it.
No, I'm just saying
what I don't understand.
No, what I'm saying is,
but then you frown at the change that is being made to help.
No, I'm saying we're not frowned upon. What we're saying is, it's a shame that it has come to this.
I would be way. I think it's a shame, but I'm not mad at it. I think it's something. There's no easy answer. You got to start somewhere. You got to get your foot in the door. What's going to work? The Rooney Rule is not working anymore. They're just interviewing the own people on their own staff now. One black coach, and they're like, "Oh, we got the Rooney Rule done." People are hiring coaches in one day now. There's no way they're interviewing black candidates.
All I'm saying is that it's a shame. It's a shame that we got to do this in 2020.
It's a shame that they wanted to try to figure out anything they could do. I get it, the way we look at it, but they're also doing something to try to help the situation. And maybe it ain't the best thing to do, but if anybody else has any ideas, hey, I would love to hear it. But to me, it sounds like they're doing something about this whole, we don't have enough black GMs or coaches.
All right, fellas, we got to leave it. We got to leave it here. We could pick up on it next week. But, yeah, I mean, this is a touchy topic. And if you feel, some people feel like you, and, hey, it's a great thing. Some people feel like us, where it's a shame we're not saying it's a bad thing. We're just saying it's a shame that it came to this.
I don't know if it's great or not. I'm just glad to see something. I don't know if it's great. I'm glad to see that they're doing something.
I am too. I just think as a society, it's a shame we're still in this point as a society. And I feel like if you get a good qualified black coach now, it's like, all right, you just got it on because of this third round draft pick thing. And you're always fighting that dynamic of it too. But
fellas, let's wrap it up. You got shout outs? No shout outs?
Some more shouts out.
Congratulations on getting your master's today. That's a big deal. I mean, a lot of people don't get a chance to get a master's degree, so took you. Hats off, man. It's not something easy to do, especially as an adult with kids.
That was the hard part.
Your wife has commented and said you're graduating right now, Mr. Way.
I gotta go walk across. I gotta go walk across the living room.
It's a short walk. Grab the steps.
Red, you any shout outs?
Nah, man, healthcare workers, but I do that every week. Healthcare workers.
On the front line of this thing, yes.
They got it to the point where I got to get my temperature checked when I go into work now.
Jesus.
I ran 99 all week last week.
That's because the beard and the extra hair.
I thought it was a little high. He kept saying, "Yo, you've been a little hot lately." I said, "Yo, stop it, stop." Like, I'm not trying to hear that. I was 95. I think I was 97.5 my first day, and then every day after that was 99. He's like, "Yo, well, you sure you're feeling okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. Like, you making this thing a bigger deal than what it is. I'm fine."
I want to let you in.
Yeah, 99.
Yeah, 99. Let me in. 99 is not a fever, man.
They don't really count it to 100.4, I guess, because some people run a little harder than others.
I'm always hot.
Redheads run about 99, 91,
yeah,
99.
I'm normal. I'm normal.
Shout
out to them. B, I will be over later, actually. So if I'm running hot, I'm running hot.
I'm going to check your temperature at the door.
Good. I'll be over at some point later on.
All righty.
I got to take the measurement for your frame out.
Oh, yeah. I heard you're hanging TVs, too.
She said she wasn't going to tell you.
Well, she done already gave the TV to me, so.
Well, yeah, I got to hang the TV for your. That's my gift.
My shout out goes to the whole class of 2020 seniors. Unfortunately, it's hard times for you guys right now. We can't walk across stage, but you guys worked hard. Finish this year strong. You got about 2 or 3 more weeks, if that. Just keep grinding this thing out, man, and we're with you. President Obama gave a great speech yesterday for you guys, and just know that the world's with you, and you're gonna be stronger because of this pandemic, and you're gonna have a story to tell. So shout out to the whole class of 2020. Shout out to the whole 7-letter family as always. TCP, make sure that you guys tune in later. We got Say Less coming up, sit down with the Johnsons. I think that's everything, man. We good? Y'all good?
Yep.
All right. This thing will be out tomorrow on all our social media platforms, on everywhere you can download podcasts. Make sure you guys tune in, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And appreciate you guys for listening, man. Stay laid up, stay prayed up, stay out the way, listen to what some old folks have to say. See you guys next week. Peace.